I mean it this time.
I'm sure you do. I think you should stay up all night. I think you should stay up all night and greet the dawn.
Yeah, that's always the way.
Oh, you and the dawn are hardened strangers. Who knows what fancies take hold of you at night while I'm asleep?
Fancies? Oh, yes, all the trouble I must get into. As if I can't wait to steal away from our little house and go dancing down the street.
Sometimes I wish you would.
Is that so? And suppose while I was out there dancing in the street, I decide I'm going to go cavorting.
Cavorting? Right here, in the middle of the night? Well, I wouldn't mind. Well, I might, if I knew what the word meant. Cavort?
Cavort? Maybe it's carouse. I think that's the word. I don't know, nor do I want to know.
Husband of mine, you want to know everything.
Is that wrong? Too much for a poor rabbi to ask?
Don't stay up too late.
Another late night. The candles burning bright. So many things to learn before morning.
God in heaven!
Please.
Nadia, don't worry, I have the situation. Nadia, wake up! Nadia! What have you done to her? What have you done?
Nothing, she's fine.
Nadia, darling! I want my wife back!
Oh, she isn't going anywhere.
I demand you give me my...
Oh, you're in no position to demand anything.
I could throw you out.
Oh, I'll just come back. See, I can make myself as small as a pinhead and hide in your cupboards. Yes. Then I'll nestle among your blankets and spy on you. At night. Oh, then at night I'll come out and tell you every single thing you said that day. And everything you did. Everything.
You devil! You imp! What do you want with me?
Oh, you, nothing. Your village, your village. Now that I find interesting. Oh, yes. So much longing creeps and crawls within its walls. So much unfulfilled desire for a devil to set on fire. Oh, yes. So many little wants and needs for a devil to feed.
You are looking for what? Sin? And Frapple? Here, you want to find sin?
Not find it. I want to create it. Yes, I want to give sin a little opportunity to grow and flourish. Open the doors to more carousing and cavorting. Aren't those your words?
If it's sin you want, wretched creature, go to Krakow. You'll find all the sin your kind could ever want.
Krakow. In Krakow, they have more sin than they know what to do with. In all the big towns, yes. They don't need any prodding or pushing from me.
Return my wife to me and get out of my house.
Oh, but I have so many secrets to share, especially with a man like you. A man who wants to know everything.
You could oil the wheels of a wagon with your words. Get thee hence, devil!
Ooh, get thee hence!
There is nothing for you in Bramble.
But you're wrong. You are wrong. I'm having a warm feeling about Bramble. Yes, that's right, Rabbi. I think a little village is going to suit me just fine.
Talk. All this talking hurts my ears.
Where did you come from?
Somewhere, I'm sure.
How did you get in?
Do you know me?
Not one of us.
I most certainly am. My father sells grain. He's the richest man in town.
And what town is that?
Surely you know him.
Where are you from?
You are either very dull-witted or...
I most certainly am not. My father is the richest man in town. He was preparing to marry me off to a very distinguished gentleman. A feast was all prepared. And not for my wedding, no, for my betrothal, for the signing of the marriage contract.
Child, who
My
are you?
father read that contract over and over again. He wanted this and he wanted that. Nothing about what I wanted, no. And no ordinary gentleman would do, no. Only a learned man. A man who did nothing but study.
That's right. Oh, one of those scholars. How boring.
I thought so too. And I hadn't even met him yet. He was from somewhere far away, not our town. Yeah, I met him for the first time tonight. Yeah, I remember now. It was only only a few hours ago that I met my husband to be. Rivka! That's my name, Rivka. And the town I'm from is, Sawarka.
Sawarka? You're a long way from Trample.
What are you doing so far from home?
I was, going to see the butcher. Yep, I remember that too. I just had to see the town butcher. But what?
You mentioned a feast to celebrate your betrothal?
Was I celebrating? Was I happy? I don't remember that. And why did we need any more food? Why on this night of all nights did I need to see the butcher? Roman! Thank God you're here!
I was just about to close. What's the matter? Your father's not satisfied with my meat?
Tonight's the night, Reuben. The night I meet him. The man my father has chosen for me.
If your father is as fussy about husbands as he is about me,
It has nothing to do with me, Reuben. Tonight's the night my father signs the contract for my betrothal, and then he will be mine and I will be his.
I'm
and
sure
forever.
he'll be a good man.
How can you be so sure?
He'll give you a good life, Rivka. Better than anything.
Better than what? What if I already have the man I want, Reuben? Reuben, what about us?
The feelings that we had for each other.
We had a lot more than feelings, Reuben. Tonight, there will be a man sitting at the table next to my father, eating our food, smiling at everybody, drinking our
Of
drink.
course, your future husband.
No, that's what I'm talking about, Reuben. Tonight, this other man, when the feasting is over, will bring me into a room where nobody can find us, and he'll make me, make
you what?
You know what, Reuben? He will examine me from top to bottom.
What do you say from top?
You're a butcher! Reuben, you know what I'm talking about. This man, some man I've never met, is going to pry my legs apart and take a good, long, hard look at my all together to make sure I've never been touched by another man.
Someday, we knew this would happen. We both knew that.
This is not someday, Reuben, this is now. And once my private parts become public property, everybody's going to know about us.
About you.
About us.
No, Rivka. They will know about you.
What?
All they will know about is you, Rivka, not us.
But you were going to step forward, Reuben. We talked about this.
You talked. There is nothing I can do.
You mean there's nothing you will do?
Rivka, go find your life with this new man. Rivka, go away.
And then there we were, at the great hall. And there he was, wiping his chin, slurping our soup, drinking our wine, and looking at me like I was I don't know what. But the moment of truth was just moments away, and then...
Shut! What have you done?
Don't scream at me, I don't remember what I did. Yes, I do. Everybody was staring into their bowls, and then the air was filled with yelling and screaming.
Of course, what did you think would happen?
Well done, girl. That's making some good use of a rotten fellow.
And then they all ran off to find the butcher, my Reuben.
Let me guess, they didn't find Reuben, did they?
Oh, they found him soon enough. He told them everything. They ran him out of town. He should count himself lucky. And that was the last I saw of my Reuben.
You mean...
Oh! Do you mean that I chopped him up and put him in a soup? No, I used the bones from a pig. I put a big fat sloppy bone in every bowl. I mean, I'm no butcher, but I certainly watched Reuben do it enough times. I think I managed well enough.
Managed? You managed to create some fine mischief, didn't you? Oh, I love it, girl. I love it! A room full of stuffed shirt Jews, stuffing their face full of pork.
And then I ran from the hall. Before anybody could stop me, I ran. I mean, I knew what they would do to him. I had to find Reuben before they did. We had this place where we would always meet, so I ran off into the woods. But it was so late, and it was so dark, and it was so cold. That's the last thing I remember. What happened next? I must have gotten lost. I was chilled to the bone, and I was tired, so very tired. And it was so late. It was so dark. I must have fallen asleep. And then suddenly, everything felt so different. I could not feel the cold anymore, but I was wearing nothing warm. And then when I looked up at the sky, the moon was so full, so big and full. And then when I looked back at the ground, I was still...
Let me guess. When you looked back down at the ground, you saw nothing, because you cast no shadow.
How did you know?
Child, I thought I could help. You are now far beyond my help.
Oh, but now that you're here, now that you're one of us, oh, think of what a team we would make.
What is this we?
You and I, Rivka. When it comes to making mischief, oh, it's so much more enjoyable when you can share it. Mind you, not that being a devil's all fun and games.
Oh, this is a lot to think about.
Oh, you like thinking, Rivka, you love being a devil. With us, it's all plotting and planning, all dreaming and scheming, all conniving and cavorting. Yes, you're always thinking, always, from dawn till dusk. Oh, you seem like a sharp-eyed little thing. Don't worry, you'll catch on. For a devil, this is the life.
We have an announcement to make. We're getting married!
Did I miss something? Wait a minute. Why not? She's right. Before this young lady's married night is over, she will get married after all. And to me.
Go away, both of you. Leave my village.
And we want you to do it, to perform the ceremony.
Right again? That's right. We want you, Remy, to have the privilege, the honor of presiding over the first ever marriage between two devils.
I want my wife back.
And you shall have her back after you marry us and is safe and sound.
No deals with devils. Do you understand what marriage even means?
Oh, yes, a lot of fine and fancy words. In sickness and in health, till death do us part.
And we need not worry about the death part anymore.
About love, honor, and obey.
You can always change the words.
Oh, no.
Love, honor, and obey.
No. It occurs to me, the more I think about it, the more I like this idea. I'll do this.
You will? You'll do it?
Why not? I know what marriage did to me. Perhaps it will do the same thing to you. No, you really should get married. As soon as possible, tonight. There's no question. Marriage may not make you a better devil, but it will make you a better man.
Don't listen to him. He's full of tricks.
Perhaps this is not such a good idea. I mean, look at him, Rivka. All night he's been moping and pining for his wife. And for what? All in the name of marriage? I wouldn't do the same for you, I can tell you that.
You have to take an oath on the Bible. You have to swear, solemnly swear.
This is not for us. We're devils, Rivka. We don't swear on things, we swear at things.
Marriage will not make you a better man or devil.
How can you be so sure?
From what I've seen, marriage doesn't seem to improve anybody. Wake up! If the two of us can get married and buy a Rebbe, just think of what a feather in your cap that would be. How could a wedding between two devils be described by any word but one?
And that word would be
Unholy.
unholy. It's got a nice ring to it.
Does it? And once we personally corrupted the institution of marriage,
I get it.
we're one step closer to corrupting.
I like it.
We can push him to marrying us. Who knows what else we can get him to do?
Rebbe, forget what I said before. If you're convinced us getting married is a good idea, then so am I. Let us proceed.
You change like the wind.
Oh, you don't change at all. Look at you. You're like some grand old thumping oak tree. Dull and solid and completely incapable of movement.
Don't you want your sweet wife back in your arms?
Rebbe, this is really so simple. You do something for us.
No.
Just at least hear me out.
Do you think I would really consent to this, to join two devils in something as holy as marriage?
If you marry us, we'll leave Frampole and we'll bring your wife back.
Right again. After we're married, Rivka and I will take leave of your precious little paradise on earth. I'm sure there's other villages like this one filled to the rooftop with fools.
I will not discuss this.
And once you leave Frampole, we won't be coming back, ever.
You really are getting into the spirit of this.
You'll never see us again. How can you say no?
Two of you are dangerous enough alone, but together?
Rebbe, you're not leaving us with any good reason to get married.
Hey, that's the best reason in the world for wanting to marry you.
You do?
What have I any man, a name on a contract, the daughter of the richest man in town, no one that anyone has ever really seen, until I was seen by you.
I think she rather looks up to me.
This is all very heartwarming. Excuse me while I shed a tear and heave a sigh. But since the two of you dropped in out of nowhere, you've been spending all your time contending with me and cavorting with each other. Cavorting? If nothing else, you've shown me what that word means. What I'm saying is, you're springing to life in our little town with all your attendant carryings-on has left me somewhat less than paralyzed with fear.
Oh, don't you rest too easy, Mary. We're not done formulating our plans.
All this formulating and finagling, all this chuckling and chortling that you seem to be so fond of, is not going to go away when you become man and wife. If anything...
Like, what tricks are you up to now?
Oh, wait. He does have a point. It does seem like having a woman in your life requires a great expenditure of energy and the flip-flapping of gums and the wagging of chins and, what do married people call it?
Discussion. Inevitable, unending discussion.
You make it sound...
Oh, it can be truly miserable, really miserable. Or marvelous. It can be unendurable. Or absolutely wonderful.
And with your wife, Rebby, your discussions?
It's hard to say. After all these years, it seems like our discussions are only beginning. Which I suppose is how it should feel if you've chosen the right partner. Which, to my own wonder, I did.
You want her back?
Of course.
Why?
Because she's my wife.
So?
Well, I'm responsible for her care.
So now you have less responsibility.
No one less, I want more.
Why?
Because I miss her. Don't you understand? It's only been not even one night. And already I miss telling her about everything that's happened. She want to know every detail.
That doesn't sound like an entirely bad reason for wanting to have someone back.
It's the best reason there is. Nadia loves to hear my stories. For 20 years, she's enjoyed the best of me. And suffered through the worst. But even in my worst moments, I am not judged. She may criticize, but she will never condemn. I'm a guilty man forever being set free. Every man that marries should be so lucky.
So you understand?
Understand what?
Why we are asking you to marry us, Rebby? Because we may be devilish, even depraved. But everyone needs somebody else, even a devil.
Marriage is not all warm beds and noodle pudding. Can you learn to live with all of her foolishness while she learns to live with yours?
Seems there's only one way to find out.
It's not giving up, it's
Patience.
I had a father who cared for nothing but money and a lover who cared for nothing but himself. I know a brick wall when I see one. I think we should move on.
Perhaps you're right. Farewell, then. Farewell.
Somewhere out there's got to be another fool of a Rebby.
You know, this really could make you a better man.
I'll take my chances.